Shalom, fam. Shalom, family. Glory be to God and blessed be the Lamb. Good morning. You know, we live in a strange country, a country that refuses to come to grips with its own history, its own past, its own patterns when it comes to race. It doesn't matter how many times that they do untoward things toward blacks, they act as though it's not because they're black. They refuse to see the pattern. It never dawned on them that this is what they did to black women. Can you imagine that? You know why all your sisters running around with the store-bought hair? Because white men wanted it that way. Can you imagine this? In the 80s, he's openly saying, I'm going to make her to go to work, leave her family, leave her children, and she must placate my fantasy. She can't wear her natural hair. She has to buy wigs and weave. How to subjugate ourselves to you. You teach our children how to not see what is there. You teach our children that the only good that can ever come is from your hands. Outside of that, what is the value of a black education at your hands? The short answer is none. Zero. So you go from there to Edward Bloom. Edward, I think his name is Edward, Mr. Bloom. He's filing lawsuits to stop black business because he told the truth about their asses. Okay? They so want to ruin him that they went all the way to Britain and had them cancel a show in Britain. The fact that he made $33 million on the previous show with the threat of a release of a new album doesn't sit well with them. So what do? Have him blocked out of Britain. Next, they'll be on to the Netherlands. Again, who is doing this? And ask yourself why. For race-based scholarships to black people. It doesn't matter that every other race in this country have race-based opportunity, race-based benefit. This is a fact as we speak. So whenever you hear terms like diversity, what they're really saying is anti-black. Anti-black. What you call black. That ain't black. So imagine this. They expect you to sit back and just take it because that's what they're used to doing until I got hit blank. Every other race do it, except your dumb black ass. Except you. You think that you're going to go to heaven for being kind to the ones who would chop your neck? You think that you're going to go to heaven for being fucking forgiving, for offering forgiveness to those who would harm you over and over and over again? You think that's your ticket to heaven? God can't stand a coward. He can't stand a coward. Okay? He can't stand one. Are you cowards? Because do not suffer under racism. Not the Mexicans, not the Asians, not the immigrants, immigrant blacks. No, not the Indians, not the Africans, not the Caribbeans. No, just you. And they know who you are. You don't know who you are. They know who you are. All of them know who you are. Even the black ones know there is a difference between them and you. And they know where that difference is what maintains their position in the social order. But crack and meth, do you see them running up in the trailer parks? The short answer is no. Every last one of them know a hardcore drug user in their families. In their families. Are they putting them in jail? Nope, they're not. Nope, they're not. But the whole thing is they must keep 30% of black men either in prison, on parole, or on probation. This is just a continuation of that. And because black men are not the driver of the crime in these earth that they produce, they don't go after those groups. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that white people don't want to lock up other white people? Mexicans don't want to lock up other Mexicans. Why do you think that is? You are the outlier. You are the outlier. You are the outlier. And you can sit there and act as though it's not happening. You have no friends here. I'm going to say this again. You need to get used to they all hate you. They all hate you. Rather, this is a 100% accurate statement. I'll make it anyway because it'll save your life if you act like they hate you. Whether they do or don't, act like they do. They come from households built on hate of you. Parents who taught them and justified their hate of you. And you think that they're not going to continue. Well, they are. They are until someone stops them. They're lacking something in their history. Blood. Blood. Everybody else is, listen, they don't have in their history of you putting something on their ass. See, they don't understand this. We not you. We don't want to be them, and we're not you. We are us, a nation within a nation. A nation within a nation. Your 400 years is up, and we're done with you. And all your friends. All your friends. You know, all those are people whose hair can come out their head and immediately grow toward the ground. Those are all your friends. That's what you have in common. All your hair come out your head and immediately rush toward the ground. Our hair come out of our head and point toward heaven. That's the difference. That is the difference. Okay? Anyway, that's neither here or there. I want you to take note, black people. Everything that you are successful at, they're coming after. Point blank, they're coming after. It's just what they do. It is ingrained in them. It is conditioned in them. It's not going to end until you end it. Until you end it. Every time I think about a group of people, none of them look like you, making decisions on your life. None of them look like you. And your previous life, they made choices on that too. And then your previous life, they made choices on that too. And now they're making choices based on the outcomes of their previous decisions about your life. About your life. Do you make decisions on any of their lives? Well, until you get that kind of power, they have absolutely no right to make any decision about yours at all. At all. Now, I'm going to have to do this here as a one-man show because I'm going to deal with this marijuana issue. I'm going to deal with it. I wouldn't give a damn if anyway, I'm going to deal with it. That's nothing. That's nothing. The first court fucking appearance is going to take care of that. And ain't going to have to fucking arrest me. No, I'm going to go and turn myself in with the marijuana. See, that's how you do this. And now watch what happens. They not going to want to do nothing. Because they know this nigga here is up to some shit. He up to some legal shit. And they be right. Because they know that they're already wrong. And they did it anyway. They have a habit of doing that. As long as they fuck over black people, they don't care. Anybody else, and they lose their mind. Look at how they lose their mind if someone talks about Jewish people. but it is the Jewish people who are continuously attacking black people. Is anyone saying anything? Anybody saying something? Absolutely not. But if they will kowtow your ass and through fear, they'll make you fearful, and you should be fearful because they got that much power over you. That much power over you. They can fire you for no reason at all. They can fire you for fucking protesting. They can fire you for holding up a poster board in this state and have done it. This is why no one here protests. No one here organizes, but everybody else but black people. Because black people know they will harm them if they do it. And that's not discrimination. What you the niggas have, so you sold your birthright to be a part of a system that has taken away your rights to be an American, and what you to get out of it is a job and a career. You're out of your damn minds. You're out of your damn minds. Call a spade a spade. Do you see any of the immigrants getting fired for constantly marching? Nope. Nope. I know they're not getting fired because their bellies are still full. I know their bellies are still full because they're marching. People don't march on their empty bellies because they can't. Do it look like any of them is missing a meal? No. But yet they're out here protesting without missing a meal. Not sold for us. Not sold for black people. Yet there they are. Your rights have been usurped. Usurped. You lucky to have me, and they lucky to have me too, because I'm gonna keep them out of hell. I'm gonna just keep a lot of them out of hell by simply beating the shit out of them up top here. No, you're gonna deal with this here while you're alive. You'd be surprised at how many of them want to take the shit to the grave with them. You're not. You're not. Like I said, if you don't even want to stand by you shaved 25 years off of a select group's life by the numbers, all of them nothing but black. How do you do that? And how do you do that and still be okay with yourself? Easy, because that's their nature. That's their essence. And until you get this, black man, it's going to keep happening. You are at the bottom at this point by choice. By choice. I'm going to tell you again. You there by choice. You there because you respect their emotional states, their psychological states, their political states. Okay? It's better for you it's better for us to pack the jails. In fact, we should all have a smoke a joint day. Right out in front of Harris County Sheriff's Office. Smoke a joint day. Okay? Let's pack the jails. Insist that you go to jail. Insist on it. These people are out of their minds. Like I said before, I know when you're trying to hurt me. I know and I'm gonna act like it. I'm ready to put one in your ass, or 3 or 4, and to fuck with everything that you know. That's me. You need to get like me. You need to get like me. Can you imagine 1,000 me's in this city? Oh, they gonna have some act right, ain't they? They gonna have some act right, but one to do it. One will to do it. It doesn't matter how many more young people who they already know is young, immature, don't have the wisdom and don't have the knowledge. And they want to lock them up. Period. Period. They're not doing enough crime. They are. And the numbers are low as far as incarceration rates. So they ought to do what they do every generation. Make a law to make sure that every black male, one way or the other, is either in prison or on parole or probation. Point blank. This is what this is about. This is what this is about. It's going to be a long, hot summer. I look forward to the day when the reality of blackness slapped the shit out of them. You aren't stronger than us. You're not faster than us. You're not smarter than us. You're not more innovative than us. You can't beat us doing anything. This is why they keep you at the bottom. Understand this, black man. They can't beat you doing anything. It was you who gave the world everything. They've given the world nothing. They're living off of your civilization. They are. They are. Okay? All of it. Everything they use every day was brought to them out of a black mind. Yet you still at the bottom. Yet you still at the bottom. We had been doing the braiding hair 5,000 years. And here come this white boy. Oh, we don't like the natural hairstyles. And who's doing the natural hairstyles? And are they charging money? Because that seems to be illegal for them to be making money on the side, braiding each other's hair. Who is this dude? He may be he may be the patriarch in your life. He may even be the patriarch in the lives of his wives and children. But he ain't the patriarch in black life. Get your ass on. I'm going to tell you again, we're done. We're tired of you. I can't stress that enough. We are so tired of you. Everything about you, we're tired of. We're tired of. It's borderline hate. You making us hate you. You're making us hate you. It's borderline hate. Okay? It's borderline hate. I see you, I go the other way. If I ain't going the other way, I'm trying to shoot you in the face. It's literally fight or flight. Fight or flight upon seeing your ass. It's fight or flight. And that's for the rest of them too. I ain't seen one who ain't out to hurt blacks. I ain't seen one. I ain't seen one in this city. I ain't seen one in this county. And they don't have to be white. This is a team effort. This is a team effort. Yet they want to act as though it's just not happening. That's not racism. That's not racism. But the point I'm trying to make is there is no group above me. I don't give a fuck if you think of your man. Can you imagine a man thinking he's above someone based upon what he was born and the rest of society coddling this little runt that the most discriminated person, the person most discriminated against in this country is white men. Where is the victim at? Where is the victim? Where is the victim by the numbers? Give me some anecdotal evidence. I'll even accept circumstantial evidence. No, it's just some shit they say. They don't have to prove it because they own the media, they own the schools, they own the police, they own the libraries, they own everywhere where information is disseminated. They can't lie, done. It's borderline hate at this point. Can you live with millions of people walking around your country hating your ass? Hating you. Outright hating you. If you can live with it, then you can live with it. But know what hate breeds? Hate breeds fear. Hate breeds anger, and hate breeds violence. You've done nothing but act violently against us. Sort of like you're doing on the world stage now. Listen, if you can't stop them, they're going to kill you. If you can't stop them, they're going to kill you. Point blank. If not them, then their children. Point blank. I don't give a damn if they like it, dislike it. It's the truth. We ought to survive, not die at their hands like they're currently doing. 25 years shaved off someone else's life, and no one goes to prison. No one's prosecuted. No damn studies. No, not even so much as an investigation, but clearly, I'm not telling. But clearly, It is what it is. It is what it is. And you sit your asses there as if it's not happening. It's happening. Enough of your ass. Enough of you. I know in your head, well, God told us to be the slave driver and for 400 years. They're up. This is year 6. And you're still at the same shit. At the same shit. And you never have to explain nothing to anybody. We don't have to explain it. We just do what we do, and they'll just have to deal with it. Well, you have to deal with this. Like you have to deal with this. Someone who can violate your brain, violate the minds of your children with the truth. With the truth. You're not going to get benefits of whiteness. You still think that you are top dog with all this coddling. With real men aren't coddled. Top dogs are not coddled. They become the top dog through adversity. Okay? Stresses, fractures, fissures in life, circumstances, scenarios, and winning and standing strong. That's how they became that. You, on the other hand, are coddled. You are told from birth that this is what you are. You fucked. You're fucked. And so is any other group of people who raise their population. They say so out their own mouth. So I would ask people like Bloomberg or Bloom here, are you acting as a white man or are you acting as a Jewish man? Which one are you acting as you attack black people over their own money? Their own money. Do you see any other races coming to your aid? All of them have college funds specifically set aside for them by race. And look how Mr. Bloom does it. He'll go find an Asian, he'll go find a Hispanic, and then he'll pay them to go and file a case, but he's bankrolling it in the background. He's a lawyer. He fucking provides the lawyers for these two minority classes to attack you based on race. But they'll sit their asses there and say, well, we're not anti-black. Bitch, shut up. We just seen you. When have Asians been at the bottom in terms of secondary education? The short answer is that they never have. They never have. When have Hispanics had the legal standing to come from that angle? They don't. That's why that's why Mr. Bloom comes in. Okay? He don't want to do it as a white man. He don't want to do it as a Jewish man. So what does he do? Well, he smacks of his nefarious ass character. But he can be that because he's a Jew. Or is he white? Which is he? What was he acting as? What does he act as? Okay? He's acting as white. Okay? As white, because he understands that all he has to do is find a white judge, which he's going to find a white judge. Now look at the layout. Here's an Asian, an Hispanic, a Jewish lawyer, and a white judge. All of them stacked against you to giving your money to somebody else, demanding that you give us some of that money. You need further evidence of this? The black farmers in the South went to court and they sued the agricultural department for racism in terms of loans. They proved it and they won millions of dollars. Not nobody white took part in this lawsuit. People who have discriminated against us, we have to give money to out of our case winnings. This is how they think. This is how they think. You're not done with them yet? I'm done with them. I'm done with them. I'm done with all of them. If listen, I'm done with their co-workers. I'm done with their colleagues. I'm done with their wives and kids. I'm done with their positions in life. I'm just overall done. I never want to see them again, actually. I don't. I never want to see their asses again, ever. I never want to see their friends again. I never want to see their supporters again. I never want to see their lay downs and lovers again. I never want to see their respecters again, ever, ever. Like I told you, it's borderline hate at this point. It's borderline hate. Everywhere you go, you leave a trail of nothing but destruction, stress, and death. Everywhere you go, kid. Everywhere you go, including in the black community, like now, just like your pappy them did. Just like your pappy. I'm gonna look for a reason to mess with black men. You guys are obsessed. Black men, do you have a fetish? I think they have a fetish. I think they really do have some kind of weirded out ass fetish. They have to make contact with black men. Have to, want to, got to. I can't stop myself. Listen, I'm sorry that we don't find your ass attractive at the race that you thought we would. I'm sorry that interracial marriage isn't going the way you thought that it would. It's not. We don't do that. You do that. They do that. We're special. We're special. Overall, we don't do it. Never wanted to, and never will. But that didn't work out for them either, because they think that everyone thinks like them. I'm not interested in your woman. I'm not interested in that other dude's woman either, nor his wife, nor his sister, or his daughter. You get it? Not at all. Now, this makes some women uncomfortable. I'm going to tell you, you want to make a attractive woman uncomfortable around you, act like she's not fucking attractive. Act like she's just a one-off Jane. And immediately the discomfort sets in. It sets in, but that's a different argument. That's a different argument. What I'm trying to make here is we're done. We are done. You can ignore it, or you can act like it's not happening, but sooner or later, you're going to cause a bloodbath. Sooner or later, you're going to find us openly taking sides with your enemies. Sooner or later, you're going to find us taking support and comfort from your enemies. If you keep this up, we're done with you. You are never going to do the right thing, ever, ever. You've operated off of race-based, knee-jerk reactions to black life for 400 years. 400 years. And it's not even based in any real logic. The logic is anti-blackness. That is the logic. I'm going to say this again. That's the logic, is anti-blackness. That's why no one does anything about it. It's their normal. It's their normal. So now if you think that they're going to lock each other up, look at your hate crimes bill the issue. Every one of them, believe it or not, all of them, everything around you have a protected status. You think I'm lying? All of them have a protected status. In parts of this other country, they were trying to lock people up and prosecute them for using the word illegal alien. You understand? Because they are a protected class with no root here. So are the rest of them. You, on the other hand, are the only one in the United States that don't have a hate crimes bill. 400 years of beat downs, rapes, land grabs, murder, and gentrification. And still no hate crimes bill. Why? Because they're going to be locking themselves up. Hating and racism is their natural state of being. It is their essence. It's their essence. And until you take their children, which are not, it's going to always be their essence. They can't get out of it. They can't. The parent teaches it to the child. And then the rest of society, through its social construct, supports the shit. Okay? I'm going to tell you again, These are the most coddled ass men I've ever seen. And the fact that you can think of yourself as above something is truly amazing. It's truly amazing. You know, you treat us all, listen, we're not women. I don't, my body does not produce 1 milligram of estrogen. Not 1 milligram, sir, does it produce. The only people who would honestly ever look up to you are women and weak ass men. Women and weak ass men. Women because you control everything. What woman wouldn't? Until you beat and kill them. Anyway, and weak ass men who are afraid of you. Now, I said that I don't have estrogen. I checked this morning. Everything's functioning down there. Everything's functioning. When I opened my mouth, masculinity came out. Masculinity came out. So I'm pretty sure everything is in working order. I don't produce estrogen. I'm going to call a spade a spade. I know you hate me. I'm going to act like you hate me. That means everything that you think, everything that you do, every conversation that you have will be from that very position of hate. It will never be how I can make things right. It will never be any self-reflection. That's never gonna occur with you. You will never accept any responsibility for anything. But this is America. No one else does either. No one else does either. But this is the time, sir, you're gonna have responsibility forced on you. Forced on you. It's gonna be a long summer. 90 days left, 95 days left. It's going to be a long summer, sir. We ain't doing it. And I cannot stress this enough to you. You are producing borderline hate for everything that don't look like us. So you keep doing what you're doing and thinking that you can live with the hate. You can teach in your schools that we're not doing anything and that you can still love us. No, we know we are the target of you. We know that we're God's children. We know that you hate us. We know that everything you have done in the last 400 years have been nothing but anti-black, period, up till this very day, anti-black. So you need to think about that rather than sitting your ass around in buildings and your controlled environments thinking of how can we just move forward. You can't move forward. This is the end. Ain't no more moving forward. Ain't no more thinking about your children's children. That shit's over. Next generation is over. You need to act like this is the end. There is no next generation.